Alright, Sergio, let's see what you can do without me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday Night Blaze. We got a jam-packed show ready for you here tonight in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Look, guys, I just got... I just wanted to come out here and explain. All right, listen, let me just go ahead and talk. You might not be able to hear me, but I bet you can hear this. Okay, so you can cut my mic all you want, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to cut me off, because I'm going to get my point across right now. Sit down, guys. It's okay. It's okay, because right now, you're not watching Blaze, baby. You're watching the Chris Harris show. I'm taking over this joint. Think you can cut me off? I don't think so. As a matter of fact, since everybody wants to go and turn on me like this, in light of what James said, you're all foolish.
When my grandmother died, she left me her house. My own place. No rent, no mortgage. I thought I'd won the lottery. But all that changed after I met Martha. There's no way this is real. What the hell?
Look, I get that this is all really weird, but there are a few things you need to understand. I know some things about your grandmother. Best I can piece it together, she was someone pretty high up in a secret society.
Martha says I'm not safe. That I should be prepared to defend myself in case those cultist nutbags come looking for me. I didn't win any lottery. I inherited a nightmare I can't wake up from. Every family's got secrets, but not like mine.
Daniel, no!
Man, I don't want to hear all that. You had your chance. And to think that this is the guy that you went and hired behind my back. No, you better have it under control before I get there. If you don't, find another job.
For giving you a little special treat here tonight. Yeah, that's right. The Chris Harris concert is now in full effect, baby. We're gonna start this one off with one of my personal favorites. Because James Black is such a sick, sick man. We're gonna start this off with Kanye West Theraflu. Ooh, you like that? Except a little Chris Harris spin on it. We're gonna go, can a young ginger get money anymore? Tell Peter my mink is dragging on the floor. Can I have a bad bitch without no flaws?
Very good. 2 rescue breaths and 30 chest compressions. Okay, we want nice, steady compressions. What? Look at Trap. That's CPR that'll save a life.
Oh, thanks. I used to be a lifeguard.
What happened?
What did you do? I don't know!
Where am I?
You were too good at CPR!
The shore. That's the last thing I remember. I was straining towards the shore, but every stroke just carried me further and further away. You! You saved my life. How could I ever repay you? You saved me. You saved me.
Stay away! Don't you fucking touch me!
No, Maria!
Oh, God.
Maria! I remember now. We were both out in the surf. She was calling out to me. Why didn't you save her?
I tried!
You have to have steady compressions, Katie.
Somebody help me! Please, why are you all just standing there? Please, help me! I don't have any arms! Somebody fucking do something!
What's happening?
Why?
Oh, God.
Why?
Katie, run!
Oh my god!
Katie, what did you do?
Trap, no!
I told you motherfuckers it was more than the music's in the projects one day. The project runway, we done heard all that loud ass talking, we used to it.
GLH stands for gravy-loving hose, great-looking hair. Shit. GLH has a patented hair rejuvenating formula that allows new hair to sprout instantly. Anyone can use GLH. Men, women, or in this case troll, it doesn't matter. Here we found a Hispanic man who has fallen asleep in public. Now he'll wake up and have no idea what happened. Looking good, Jesus. Wow. My wife always told me that if I had a full head of hair, she'd start sleeping with me again. Yeah, but she just won't.
What the hell's going on over here? I mean, yeah, it looks like you just spray painted the back of my head and then you brushed it up all nice. But, what about the front?
Hey, what's going on? I used to be just like you. I was all party in the back and no business on top. But now, the business is back. And then I told that bitch, if you ever tell anybody that I'm balding, I will have to kill you. We sprayed this old hag while she was asleep.
What's this all about? Ugh. It smells terrible and it burns like crazy.
And don't even try to wash away that dookie brown, cause it's permanent.
I thought GLH stood for Get Lost Hemorrhoids, but boy was I wrong. When I look in the mirror, a man looks back at me and says, "Yo quiero chingar."
My word, Thaddeus, you are quite the looker. And a full head of hair, swag me out. Where all the white women at? Holler at me.
I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. Come on, sing with me, everybody. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. And I win every single damn time I step into that ring. I am so powerful. James Black can never stop me. I'm so confident. I'm gonna beat his ass today.
Well.
Whoa, how you doing? Shoot. So yeah, you decided you had to come out here and get you a little glimpse of the handsome one, did you? That's what I kind of figured. They're all waiting in line in the back. We all know all about it.
When you gonna pin me down to the mat? I would love to be wrapped up in those big, strong arms of yours.
It's just an attraction that I draw them to me, right? So, what do you think? You trying to get down with the handsome one or what?
You know, I think that would be a major grand slam. You know, maybe we should add some oils to the mat. I think that would be a match that no one will forget. Show them how toxic we really can get. And I can show you how Kitty really gets down in the ring.
You only go as far as a lion will let you.
At White House Senior Living, our residents feel right at home. Our vibrant facility offers delightful activities and outings, round-the-clock professional care, and exquisite house-made meals.
Well, I've been eating everything that's put in front of me. I've been eating all Italian foods, basically.
And ice cream.
And ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents.
First off, man, you have been doing an amazing job, but I think I'll take it from here. The show is going off the rails a little bit, but it's my responsibility to make sure that it gets back on track, and we're going to do just that as we jump into our first match of the evening. And you guys are going to enjoy this. We have some tag team action lined up for you guys right here as the champions, the hybrid tag team champions, are headed to the ring right now. Roscoe Wallace and MDX of Monarchy. You know, Roscoe Wallace and MDX have been both very vocal, stating that there are no great tag teams left on Wednesday Night Blaze. And you know, I gotta be honest, I kind of understood where they were coming from, because a couple of months ago you had Legion, you had Team Tap Out, you had several different tag teams here on Wednesday Night Blaze, including the Fallen Aces. And it seems as if from the moment that these guys won the hybrid tag team championships, everyone went away, everyone kind of went extinct. But we've seen the birth of a couple of new tag teams here on Wednesday Night Blaze, and headed to the ring right here. One of those, man, look at the size of that guy. Headed here to the ring is the Ministry. Minister Payne and that giant of a man, Brother Davis. This match is about to get underway. Looking very heated here to start this thing. Man, the tension in this one is so thick you can almost cut it with a knife. MDX of the Monarchy starting this one off against Brother Davis of the Ministry. Look at look at the size of Brother Davis, but look at that spear from MDX taking the big man off of his feet. Oh, big spear in the corner. Brother Davis returning the favor. MDX hit him with a spear earlier in the match, and I don't think Brother Davis appreciated that. And now Davis just choking the life out of MDX. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, or perhaps you just missed the last episode of Blaze, we get here tonight because 2 weeks ago, Minister Payne, who is now in the ring, debuted against MDX. And the stipulation of that match was if Minister Payne was to get a win, which he did, that he would earn himself a title shot against the Monarchy with a partner of his choosing. And just a few short days ago on Explosion, Minister Payne then took on Roscoe Wallace. And Monarchy, knowing that they had the numbers in their favor, proceeded to beat down on the Minister. Luckily, Brother Davis was backstage and put an end to that, but that's how we get here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We know that these two teams are going to face off this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Super Brawl. I know that's the first time you guys are hearing it, but yes, we do have a premium live event this weekend, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Super Brawl. And these two teams will be facing for the Hybrid Tag Team Championships, but tonight they face off in an untitled match. And I gotta tell you, the action is looking great here as Roscoe Wallace just tossing the Minister around like a sack of potatoes. But then here's the Minister returning the favor and bouncing Roscoe Wallace off of the top turnbuckle. And the Minister now looking to mount some offense, but no, Roscoe Wallace is having none of it, taking the Minister off of his feet. Wallace going for a cover here. Referee out of position slightly. That's one. I don't know if that was a kick out or if Davis broke that one up, but man, look at the size of that guy. Roscoe Wallace, again, on the receiving end. It looks as if the Ministry got another cover here. That's two. And Wallace kicking out at the count of two. The Ministry are doing a great job of cutting the ring off and isolating Roscoe Wallace here. The Minister now in firm control of this match. And oh man, this right here is where I would not want to be if I was Roscoe Wallace. Getting up off the mat, disoriented, and seeing this behemoth step into the ring, 6'8", 345 pounds, Brother Davis. Man, look at this guy. Roscoe Wallace isn't a small, but he looks like a small kid in the arms of Brother Davis. And Davis now taking his eyes off of Roscoe Wallace just for a moment, allows MDX to tag in, but I can't help but wonder, how is MDX going to fare any differently against a man this size? Oh, feel every piece just like that. Man, MDX taking the big man off of his feet with an impressive spear. But is that enough to... Oh my God, feel every piece. Davis now damn near taking MDX's head off of his shoulders with the big boot. But MDX just shrugging it off, and with a flurry of offense has the big man reeling here. Look at MDX now trying to choke the life out of Davis, and I guess that's what you have to do when you have an opponent. Oh my God! Feel every piece. We got to cover, guys. That's one. I got to tell you, if it wasn't for Minister Payne there, we might have saw a 3 count, because Davis ate every piece of that knee. My God. At some point, you know, these guys start asking themselves, what does it take to win this match? And that right there is what MDX has to do, ladies and gentlemen, to win this match. MDX and Roscoe Wallace both, they have to use their speed, they have to use their athleticism, they have to use their agility, and they have to find a way just like that to take the big man off of his feet. And when you have him down, that's right, you got to cap. No, I was going to say you got to cap. Oh my God, Davis. Oh, I don't even know how Wallace is still standing, and he's not just standing, but look at the offense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something. You are witnessing right here, right now, in this moment, you are witnessing a revolution in the tag team division, and it's starting with the Ministry, and it's starting with the Monarchy. These guys, oh my God, look at the rough landing on this maneuver. These guys right here are raising the bar in the tag team division, not just here on Wednesday Night Blaze, but in all of worldwide wrestling. The Minister now trying to fight his way out of this corner. Roscoe Wallace now with a reversal. Man, the action in this match is so fast-paced, guys, and I love absolutely every second of it. Kick to the midsection by Wallace. Wallace now looking to wear down the Minister. Referee in perfect position here. But Minister Payne works his way out of that one. Looking to create some separation here. Minister Payne back to his feet. Roscoe Wallace back to his feet. Minister Payne with a clothesline. Wallace slow to get to his feet here. The Ministry once again cutting the ring off. Can't help but wonder if isolating Roscoe Wallace was a part of the game plan. Look at that clothesline. My gosh. Roscoe Wallace is in trouble here, guys. And just as I say that, Wallace making it to his feet here and beginning to mount some offense. Look at that drop kick. Oh my gosh. Feel every piece. This guy, Roscoe Wallace, does not understand the meaning of a quit. He will not stay down. He will not give up. Look at that devastating knee. Oh my gosh. Wallace attacking everything in sight. And this is exactly what I was alluding to earlier, guys. We are witnessing a revolution in the tag team division, and it's starting right here tonight. These guys are holding no punches. Minister Payne now taking the action back on the inside of the ring. And again, the ministry continuing to isolate Roscoe Wallace. And here's Minister Payne now with deliverance. Oh! A drop kick to the face from MDX. And Roscoe Wallace capitalizing, taking Minister Payne off of his feet. The referee was bumped in the process. Luckily, he's gotten back to his feet pretty quickly here. But now, here's Minister Payne. No, Wallace was, oh my gosh, look at the back and forth action between these two teams here tonight, guys. Look at this. I feel every piece. Are you kidding me? All of this, and this guy kicks out at the count of 1. Roscoe Wallace now tagging in MDX, one of the most athletic individuals in the Efed world. But Minister Payne cuts him off. Payne going for a cover here. Referee out of position. That's a count of 1. I don't know if the referee was out of position or just moving a little slow after that bump. But look at that knee from Minister Payne. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Feel every piece. Second time. And that tells me that these guys don't just want to win this match, but they're looking to soften each other up. They're looking to hurt each other going into this title match this Sunday at Super Brawl. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Feel every piece. We got to cover, guys. That's 1. And Brother Davis right there to break that one up. You know, I can't help but wonder when these two teams face tonight. Look at this. Jackpot. Oh, we got to cover, guys. That normally does it. That's 1. That's 2. Brother Davis right there to break that one up. You know, I got to say, guys, I'm impressed. Because a couple of days ago when I made this match, I thought for sure that these two teams would just come out and take it easy, seeing that the title will be on the line on Sunday. But these two teams have thrown everything that they have at each other, and they're still going. And I got to tell you guys, I'm beyond impressed between these two teams right now. Davis now sidestepping Wallace. MDX capitalizing with the distraction there. And now here's Wallace again with another springboard maneuver, taking Davis off of his feet. Davis back up with the reversal. Minister Payne now on the outside, slow to get back to his feet. Roscoe Wallace looking him out some offense here, trying to take the big man down, and he does with a neck breaker. And Davis now right back to his feet. Looks like Roscoe is going for a tag, but cut off by Davis there. And oh my gosh, lands a devastating elbow. And somehow again, Roscoe Wallace now just shaking it off. You know, no matter how big you are, no matter how fast you are, no matter how strong you are in this particular match, I can't help but wonder, how can you mount any type of confidence? How can you mount any type of momentum when everything that you're throwing at your opponent is not effective? Look at this. And again, Davis right back to his feet. And look at Davis now with that bear hug. He calls the arms of salvation. And you got to know that's like having 2 anacondas wrapped around you, just squeezing the life out of you. But Roscoe Wallace right there to break that one up. Good for MDX, but bad for Wallace, because right here tonight, live in Las Vegas, Brother Davis is making his debut on Wednesday Night Blaze, and Roscoe Wallace is feeling every piece. And just like that, MDX capitalizes. In a match like this, you have to keep eyes in the back of your head. And speaking of that, MDX takes his eyes off of Davis just for a moment, which allows Minister Payne to tag in, and Minister Payne now going to work on MDX with those devastating knees to the forehead, and now just yanking the neck of MDX. Man, this Minister Payne, this Brother Davis are impressive. And MDX about to remind this guy why they are the hybrid tag team champions, and that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. MDX now tagging in Wallace, telling Wallace to get him a piece, but no, Minister Payne with a clothesline. I think that one caught Wallace off guard and must have rung his bell pretty good there. Wallace has not moved, and you see Minister Payne dragging Wallace into the middle of the ring. That only means one thing: he's locking in deliverance. But again, MDX right there to break that one up. Man, I tell you, MDX knows exactly how it feels because he tapped out to it 2 weeks ago. But again, look at Roscoe Wallace shrugging off every ounce of damage that he's taking. Wait a minute. Davis on the outside. Oh my God. Roscoe Wallace now showing Minister Payne the difference between a champion and a challenger. My God. And Wallace now with the cover. That's one. That's two. Oh my gosh. So close to three. Minister Payne at the very last possible second, maybe even millisecond, grabs the bottom rope. Referee in perfect position to catch that one. And look at Roscoe Wallace up high and down hard. We got another cover here, guys. Davis now all over that one. I don't know if I've ever seen two teams in a non-title match leave it all on the line like these two teams are. You got to know that means that there's more than just titles at stake here. Guys, I'm telling you that this is a revolution, and these two teams are at the head of it. We got another cover, guys. That's, oh no, MDX right there to break that one up. Minister Payne now going to the top rope now. I don't know if he can fly, but yes, he can as he lands that elbow to the sternum of Roscoe Wallace. We got a cover. That's two. And Wallace kicks out at the count of two. And again, Roscoe Wallace shakes off the damage. And now taking Payne down to the mat here and doing the wise thing and tagging in the fresh man. Looks like for a second there, MDX was going to charge Brother Davis, but changed his mind. I think I would have too. 6'8", 345 pounds. I don't think that's a guy I want to see. Here comes Roscoe Wallace again, charging Brother Davis. It looks like Wallace and MDX might be trying to end this match, but there's a power driver. That will definitely do it. I think I probably would have went for a cover right there, but Roscoe Wallace looking to tag in the fresh man once again here. And again, did you see that? MDX charges Davis, but changes his mind at the last moment. That's the third time. So you got to know they have a game plan, and I personally believe that MDX and Wallace are going to be looking to finish this match here pretty soon. But look at MDX now. Feel every piece. Man, we got a cover here, guys. That's one. That's two. And I'll tell you three for sure. If Brother Davis was not there, this match would be over. But you can tell Minister Payne to pick his teeth up out of the fourth row after a kick like that from MDX. And it looks like Minister Payne has been busted open. But again, look at Minister Payne now, shrugging off the damage that he's taken, and with a cross body block takes MDX down. How far are these two teams willing to go here tonight to be victorious? Super Brawl just a few short days away. And again, I can't help but springboard cutter. Oh my goodness. We got another cover here, guys. That's one. Roscoe Wallace all over that one. I tell you what, the locker room is going to have a hard time following this match. We have an amazing card, but they are going to have a hard time following this match. And look at Minister Payne now going to the top rope again, looking for that elbow, but no, this time crashes and burns. MDX saw that one coming from a mile away, might have been playing hooky just a little bit there. And Monarchy now in firm control of this match. Roscoe Wallace now the legal man. Looks like they're setting up for Project X. Feel every piece. And I think we're going to say this one is over, but for some reason Roscoe Wallace did not go for the cover there. I'm pretty sure that would have ended it, but I think Roscoe wants to end this one himself. He's setting up now. And look at this. Feel every piece. Roscoe Wallace now going for a cover, but Brother Davis right there to break that one up. Man, I'm telling you, we have a full card of spectacular matches here tonight, man. after the amount of knees and elbows and punches Minister Payne has taken to the face in this match, and he's still out here landing headbutts. Man, these guys, I'm telling you, watching matches like this, especially this close, this is what makes me miss competing. Davis now going for a cover, referee in position, but MDX right there to break that one up. And I can't help but wonder if it's like this with no title on the line, what's going to happen Sunday at Super Brawl as Roscoe Wallace gives Davis a receipt there for that big boot he took earlier in the night, and Davis just shaking it off as, man, I don't know here, guys. I don't think I've ever seen a matchup quite like this, at the very least in a long time here on Blaze, where it seems like the offense that these guys are delivering, the offense that these guys are on the receiving end of jackpot. We got a cover here. That should do it. That's one. That's two. And Davis kicking out at the count of two. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. These guys have hit each other with everything but the kitchen sink. And the crazy part about it is that all of it seems to be almost ineffective. Look at the referee now getting caught up in between MDX and Davis, somehow escaping that little scuffle there without getting knocked down. I know that the referees have a reputation for being extra fragile. Unlike Brother Davis taking the full brunt of that one and trying to get back to his feet, but MDX not allowing it as he lands that knee, followed by a neck break. I thought he was going to go for a cover there, but instead tagging in the fresher man, Roscoe Wallace. I tell you what, at times in this match, it seems as if Monarchy doesn't quite know what to do with Brother Davis, but I think Roscoe may have just figured it out. You got to keep the big man off of his feet. Now, the hard part about that, getting him down is one thing, keeping him down is another. Look at that. Brother Davis rolls out of the ring and right to his feet. How do you prepare for this behemoth of a man, 6'8", 345 pounds? And look at MDX over there. Oh my gosh, powerbomb from the apron. He's trying to create separation because he knows that if Minister Payne is not on the apron, he cannot break up the count. That's one. That's two. Oh, last possible second. Davis kicks out and right back to his feet, but MDX not letting up a single bit here. MDX setting up here now. You saw this earlier in the night. Minister Payne had to pick his teeth up. No, out of the fourth row. But Brother Davis saw that one coming and reversing, and now beating down MDX, and Roscoe Wallace almost standing there in disbelief at the sheer size alone of Davis. And I just can't blame you, because seeing this man in person versus on TV does him no justice. But Davis now setting up Judgment's call on MDX in the middle of the ring. That's gotta be it. That's one. That's two. No, how? How is this even possible? MDX kicking out at the count of two, and it has to be instincts alone that has MDX. Oh my gosh. Every ounce of instinct, every ounce of agility, every ounce of athleticism has been smashed out of the body of MDX. I just don't know, how do you recover after these devastating maneuvers? Just as I say that again, MDX now shaking it off, making it back to his feet. No cut off by Davis. Davis with a flurry of offense on the outside, a couple of right hands. And now a choke slam. Oh my gosh. This is getting bad, guys. You got to know that oh my gosh. Did you see the way that his leg bounced off the apron there? And I don't think MDX is going to recover here. And that is 10. Referee calls for the bell, and the Ministry are victorious here tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. Statement win, to say the least.
When you can't do the activities you love, you can't be you. 3 out of 5 young adults experience early onset arthritis. Negro can help. Negro increases cartilage and strengthens muscle tissue in the knees so you can feel like you again. Don't be a slave to joint pain. Free yourself, and the results will be noticeable.
Hey, that guy's using Negro.
Hey, Negro. Negro.
Hey, Negro. Negro.
Look at him go.
Negro, get back to what you do best. Get back to you.
Negro, please.
Negro is available only by prescription. Consult your doctor to see if Negro is right for you. Negro, please.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have another match here with implications that are going to unfold this Sunday at Super Brawl. Making his way to the ring, the Hybrid Cyber Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hero of worldwide wrestling. This is Devil Dog. Devil Dog stating a few days ago via social media that he knows that his days as a competitor are numbered. Devil Dog vowing to make the Hybrid Cyber Championship just as important as the World Heavyweight Championship. He also stated that he understood how important this championship is to his opponent tonight, Louis C. And it's no secret about it. We all know that Louis C. and Devil Dog have been friends for years, but are now at odds. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. A chop block from Louis C. before the bell rings to get an advantage in this match. And you got to know that right there is done purely out of desperation, because Louis C. knows that if he does not win this match tonight, he is done. He also knows that the only way to get another shot at that Hybrid Cyber Championship, he has to win this match tonight. It's no secret that these two have been friends for years, have a ton of history, but tonight, these two are at odds because of the Hybrid Cyber Championship. Or are they? Because I'm going to tell you something that I noticed just 2 weeks ago. Louis C. was hospitalized, and the only person to my knowledge from the Blaze roster, from the Blaze locker room, that visited Louis C. in the hospital was Devil Dog. But I'm going to tell you something else. The only person that had an issue with Devil Dog visiting Louis C. in the hospital was the leader of Monarchy. That's right, you guessed it, Twan Montana, the Icon King. One thing that I can tell you for sure about Louis C., he's got to be pound for pound the strongest man on this roster. And after delivering that chop block to Devil Dog is going to have to visit Negro.com. Now that's KNEE-GROW.com. I know you may think it's funny. We got a cover here. That's one. That's two. Louis C. kicking out at the count of two. Yeah, I know you may think that's funny, but I'm going to tell you guys something. A little over a year ago, I wrestled my last match, and my knee was injured by one of the most unsafe workers that I've ever seen in worldwide wrestling, in Drew Tanner. I know you can boo. I boo him all the time. But that's neither here nor there. I suffered on that night a career-ending injury. But 6 months ago, I started taking Negro. And I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel like my old self again. But look at Louis C. now. Got Devil Dog goozled up and a choke slam in the middle of the ring. And yes, I said goozled up. Shout out to Christoph, who has been doing an amazing job over the last couple of weeks with commentary. But tonight, big slam from Louis C. But tonight, I needed to make sure that this show gets back on track. And that is the reason that I am here, live in Las Vegas in the BFB Arena, calling the action here tonight. If you guys are just joining us, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you share and subscribe. And also, you guys have to go back and watch that tag match we just had. Wait a minute. Louis C. now setting up. And here's Louis C. now. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There's another set of teeth that you can pick up in the fourth row. That's 2. Devil Dog digging down deep that time and kicking out at the count of 2. And Louis C is in rare form here tonight. Got him up high and going down hard in the middle of the ring. Referee in position. And again, Devil Dog kicking out at the count of 2. I tell you what, say what you want to say about Louis C, but once he gets rolling like this, it's damn near impossible to stop him. Louis C now going to the top rope. And now telling Devil Dog to get to his feet. Louis C with a flying shoulder block from the top rope, taking Devil Dog off of his feet, but no, Devil Dog with a reversal right there. And these two know each other so well. You're going to see a ton of reversals. Oh my gosh. The power that Louis C possesses is second to none. And I got to tell you, when he gets rolling like this, look at the blows that he's landing to the forehead of Devil. Oh my gosh. I can't see from this angle, but it looks as if Devil Dog has been busted open. And Devil Dog now sensing the urgency in this match with the springboard maneuver taking Louis C off of his feet. Devil Dog now, here it is. The fans in Las Vegas came to see it. DD214. And Louis C going for a cover here. Referee in position. That's 1. That's 2. And Louis C kicking out at the count of 2. And I tell you, that DD214, one of the prettiest maneuvers in the business. Often imitated but never duplicated. Nobody does it quite like Devil Dog now. Crashing and burning from the top rope, and that creates an opening for Louis C, who just picks Devil Dog up like a small child and tosses him across the ring and going for a cover here now. That's 1. That's 2. And Devil Dog digging down deep again, kicking out at the count of 2. And Louis C now beginning to show signs of frustration. But look at the big stomp from Louis C. Man, Devil Dog is in trouble here, guys. Louis C now creating separation and landing a big spear on Devil Dog. Referee in position. That's 1. That's 2. And Devil Dog just barely kicks out at the count of 2. I would imagine right about at this point, Louis C starts to ask himself, what does he have to do to keep the Hybrid Cyber champion down? And Louis C now just toying with Devil Dog, because you know that you're not going to defeat your opponent with a maneuver like that. But Louis C just playing mind games mid-match with Devil Dog Fisherman suplex. Here we go. That's 1. This could do it. That's 2. And that is 3. My God. Louis C is going to Super Brawl to face Devil Dog. Wait a minute now. Louis C exiting the ring, grabbing a steel chair. Referee, you got to get in there. Grabbing that steel chair. Oh my gosh. Going after the knee of Devil Dog. Referee, get in there. Louis C is going to catch a fine for that, for putting his hands, oh my goodness, on the referee. Louis C has snapped here in Las Vegas.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister?
Oh, I missed you so much.
They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa.
Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh! Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folger's Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No! No! Stop it! Stop it! No! No! I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. That Folgers will do it to you every time. As a matter of fact, I bet a bunch of you have Folgers in your cabinet right now, but that's neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come for us to find out who Sherry Kay will be facing this Sunday at Super Brawl. Making her way to the ring, representing Team Tap Out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Black Widow of Team Tap Out. This is Nightshade.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get
They'll have an opportunity for Nightshade here to insert herself into the Women's Undisputed Championship picture. All she has to do is win this match tonight. That seems as if it's proven to be a little bit more difficult because her tag team partner for tonight is the very same woman that she faced last week. And this young lady who is making her in-ring debut right here on Wednesday Night Blaze. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gypsy Freak. What a moment for this young lady. All eyes are indeed on the Gypsy Freak. I absolutely love the approach that she's taken to this match and to this situation. She's made it clear that she does not have any friends and that she doesn't like anyone in this match, but that she's willing to work with whoever she needs to work with just to get her hands on Sherry Kay and that Undisputed Championship. And just like that, the atmosphere has shifted because the fans here in Las Vegas know that they are in the presence of the queen of worldwide wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lenore Lynn. Lenore now, ready for action. If you notice, there's no crown tonight, and I think it's because Lenore knows what's at stake. She has the opportunity to secure a one-on-one match with her tag team partner for the Undisputed Women's Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, for us that are watching here live, the wait is over. Representing the Fallen Aces, this is the Undisputed Women's Champion. She is the Supreme. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sherry Kay. And here we go. The wait is over. The action is underway. And here we go. Sherry Kay right out of the gate with that right hand, taking Nightshade down. That's two. But Nightshade kicking out at the count of two. And across from her, Gypsy Freak kicking out at the count of one. Nightshade and Gypsy are not looking too good to start this match here. Lenore Lynn and Sherry Kay, you know that they desperately want a one-on-one match rather than that fatal four-way. But just as bad as they want that one-on-one match, I can guarantee that Nightshade and Gypsy would much rather a fatal four-way. But look at Gypsy Freak over there. But Sherry Kay now breaking that up. Gypsy Freak has this mandible claw type maneuver that she calls the Gypsy drop. Had that locked in on Lenore Lynn over there. But wait a minute. Lenore Lynn wasting no time, grabbing a ladder from under the ring. But she's got to get back in the ring because that makes Sherry Kay vulnerable to Nightshade and Gypsy. And here comes Lenore taking out Nightshade from behind. The action in this one is fast-paced, but I guess that's what we should expect because knowing what's at stake here tonight, man, big DDT from Nightshade. And then breaking up that pinfall from Lenore there. But when you know what's at stake, oh man, Nightshade diving through the ropes. When you know what's at stake. I mean, each woman in this match has their own agenda. Oh my gosh. And you know, the reason that they want to win this match here tonight, and I got to tell you, you know, for Sherry Kay and Lenore, they would much rather have a one-on-one match. It would be much easier for Sherry Kay to retain and much easier for Lenore to win it, I suppose, if there was a one-on-one match. But then you have Nightshade, who's desperate to get her hands on the Undisputed Women's Championship by any means necessary. And not just Nightshade, but Gypsy Freak also, who will do just about anything to get her hands on the Undisputed Championship. And that makes for great action. Look at the fans all standing and cheering in attendance here tonight. Gypsy now with the cover in the ring on Lenore. Lenore kicks out at the count of two. And here comes Sherry Kay going after Gypsy, but Gypsy dropping her with the knees to the face. And here's Lenore now locking in that sleeper hold. Could this be it? Nightshade's got to pay attention. Everything's on the line here. You got to break that one up, and she does. Nightshade, one of the more seasoned veterans here in Worldwide Wrestling, having eyes in the back of her head right there. And look at that, going to grab a sledgehammer from under the ring and just going right after Sherry's lower back. Man, oh, you talk about weakening your opponent. A maneuver just like that could even prevent Sherry Kay from arriving to Super Brawl at all. And look across the ring now. Lenore on the top rope, diving Hurricane Rana, taking Gypsy Freak off of her feet. Referee in position, that's 2. And Gypsy Freak kicks out at the count of 2. Nightshade and Sherry Kay going at it on the outside here. But look at Lenore covering in the middle of the ring. We got a referee in position, that's 1, that's 2. And Gypsy Freak kicks out at the count of 2. And now Lenore and Nightshade locking up here. As Sherry Kay stands on the outside, I can't help but wonder, if you're the champion in this match, how much energy do you insert here? Do you reserve some for this Sunday in preparation for whatever match you're going to have, or do you go all out here tonight? But one thing that I do know for sure, oh my God, big knee, Nightshade and Gypsy Freak will stop at nothing. Look at Gypsy on the outside with a sledgehammer. I don't know if that connected all the way. I couldn't see from here, but my God, she's definitely swinging at the upper body of Sherry Kay, and somehow Sherry back to her feet, but on the receiving end of a right hand from Nightshade, and now Lenore has that hammer and going after, man, this thing is breaking down pretty bad here, guys. This thing has turned into a full-on brawl on the outside of the ring. Look at Lenore again on the receiving end from Nightshade. And Gypsy looking for more weapons under the ring. She has a steel chair now. And look at this. Oh my gosh. Gypsy Freak and Nightshade are in firm control of this match, guys. Look at the knee from Nightshade. Sherry Kay now making it back to her feet. Hurricane Runner on the outside. And now only if Lenore could turn it around and mount some offense here. Because right now, look at Nightshade again. Oh my God, feel every piece. And Sherry Kay now being the supreme one that she is, right back to her feet, landing that big side kick to the face of Nightshade. And Gypsy now with the rocket kick taking Lenore down. Man, I thought the guys were raising the bar, but look at these ladies here holding no punches. Gypsy has Sherry on the outside. Lenore, I thought she was going to go after Nightshade, but no, going after Gypsy now. But look at this. Pure desperation from Gypsy, pure desperation from Nightshade. And I love the fact that it appears that they will stop at nothing, finding a way into that match. Oh my gosh. When the question is asked, how bad do you want it? Take a look at this match. These ladies have used steel chairs, they've used ladders, they've used bats, they've used sledgehammers, all because they want to go to Super Brawl and get an opportunity to become the undisputed women's champion. Tell me anywhere else that you see the women go this hard. And Gypsy now tripping over that ladder and falling backwards on it. And all of Lenore's weight right on top of her. Man, that was rough landing there. You gotta wonder how that's going to affect the outcome of this match. Well, Gypsy now taking Sherry on the inside, and there's that Gypsy drop again, but thankfully Lenore is right there to break that one up. And Lenore now looking to take control of this match, going to the outside. I can only imagine going to grab a weapon, but cut off by Nightshade, rights and lefts. And look at this suplex. I don't know if that connected on that chair, but that was pretty damn close. And even if it wasn't on the chair, it was on the outside where that thin matting is. And believe me when I tell you, Lenore felt every piece of that one. My God, just look at the carnage. Just look at the destruction. Just look at the ringside area in general. And look at this steel chair. Lenore Lynn going to work on Nightshade. And look at this, another suplex on the steel chair. Good Lord. And Lenore now with that kendo stick going after Gypsy. Oh my gosh. How the tides have turned, because Lenore Lynn and Sherry Kay are now in firm control of this match. And just as I say that, Gypsy with a reversal and a forearm now going after Lenore and Sherry Kay, but Sherry Kay with a reversal, dropping Gypsy on the outside. Some call it a Singapore cane, some call it a kendo stick. Sherry Kay there, picking her spots. And now all four women have made it back to their feet. Look at Nightshade with the suplex on Sherry Kay on the outside. I gotta tell you guys, this is such a dangerous match. Lenore again with that sledgehammer here. And you know she's going right after Gypsy freaking the shoulder. Oh my goodness. Once again, we're definitely gonna have to have the medics on standby. Lenore Lynn may have snapped. Oh my gosh, for a fourth time. Luckily, Gypsy able to reverse that one and now bouncing the head of Lenore off of that steel guardrail. Man, what a match. I don't know if I asked already, but if I haven't, I got to know who you guys think is going to win this match. Good gosh, a big body slam from Nightshade and Lenore sneaking up behind Gypsy with a big sidekick. Man, I can't believe the level of intensity in this match between these ladies. Good gosh. And look at Lenore now just raining down. Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen Lenore this fired up. And look at her just dropping Nightshade on the outside. And now Gypsy Freak trying to take control over Sherry Kay. She's got that steel chair waiting for, I was going to say waiting for Sherry to turn around. Sherry luckily able to reverse that one. And man, these ladies are tearing up the ringside area, guys. Lenore and Sherry now isolating Nightshade and really doing some damage here. My God. Look at again, the right hand's just raining down on the face of Nightshade. And now they turn their attention to the Gypsy Freak. Lenore going after Nightshade. Sherry after Gypsy. Fans going crazy here in Las Vegas. Gypsy looks like she wants to take the action back on the inside of the ring. But pausing for a moment. Both to take Lenore Lynn out of action. And look at Nightshade now trying to sneak up behind Sherry Kay. But no, Sherry Kay sees her coming. Irish whip. And Sherry Kay with a devastating elbow. Good God. Moonsault. Got to cover here, guys. That's one. That's two. And Gypsy right in there to break that one up. And there's Gypsy again with that Gypsy drop on Lenore. Sherry Kay nowhere around. The referee calls for the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having a fatal four-way match at Super Brawl. Gypsy Freak versus Nightshade versus Lenore Lynn versus Sherry Kay for the undisputed women's championship. An impressive win from these two, specifically Gypsy Freak, locking in that Gypsy drop multiple times in this match, eventually causing Lenore to submit, and that has given each of these women an opportunity to leave Super Brawl this Sunday with the undisputed women's championship. And I'll tell you another thing, it's not a bad idea after a match like this to have an ally that will watch you. Oh, I knew she was going to do that. There's no honor amongst thieves. We'll be right back, right after these messages.
Richard didn't want to die, but he couldn't stop himself. The collision with the car didn't kill him, but he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so he continued on his journey. When he hit the inside of the car, that didn't kill him either. But his internal organs carried on traveling until they hit his ribcage, and his lungs were punctured, and the main artery from his heart was torn. And that's what killed Richard.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up and hold on tight. We are about to go on a ride, because the whole situation, the whole ordeal surrounding the Hybrid National Championship comes to a head tonight, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. we are witnessing a triple threat match for the #1 contendership for the Hybrid National Championship, and making his way to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen, he is the entity. This is Will King.
Brick by brick, I built my fortress. My queen beautiful Lamborghini is gorgeous. Phantom in the courtyard, 400 horses. Growl make the towers fall, 911 Porsches. Number 9 Jordans, pause the Air Forces. Kush clouds, blunts lit by Olympic torches. Gold bars melted, in what return? Rolexes. Niggas got bright links to burn. Loyalty to earn, royalty to who it may concern. It's a Los Angeles King snap back, sipping Tron out the Stanley Cup. I don't give a fuck, drown him in the moat and let the bridge up. My son, my heir in Nike Airs, name my little nigga King, meaning you should bow at his feet for God intervene. Even when I was in front of triple beam, stack paper to the ceiling, to the fiends, I was king.
Open the pearly gates, bright white lights, Madonna.
Right to the industry.
Some say that Will King was robbed of the Hybrid National Championship last week, but this man right here, making his way to the ring, also has a legitimate claim to the Hybrid National Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, representing the megastars, he is the Bayou Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jimmy Shadow.
Take that.
And their opponent for tonight, making his way to the ring, representing Team Tap Out. He is the lion of Team Tap Out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh Armstrong. And personally, I feel like after ridding us of Chris Harrison, that I think we all owe this man a bit of gratitude. And for the life of me, I can't understand why these people are booing. For me, I can't understand why these people are booing, but Josh Armstrong seems to be feeding off of it. Definitely unfazed. Fans here in Las Vegas. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Will King, Jimmy Shadow, Josh Armstrong, #1 contendership for the Hybrid National Championship. I gotta tell you, this is one of those matches where the entire Efed world stands still and is captivated by what's going on in the ring here. And look at Will King. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be a bad idea for Josh Armstrong and Jimmy Shadow to have some type of allegiance here, because one thing, oh good God, they're not gonna be able to compete with, and that is the power, the pure physical dominance of Will King. He is by far the strongest individual in this match. And this is again one of those matches that has tremendous implications on Super Brawl this Sunday. The winner of this match will face Chris Harris one-on-one for the Hybrid National Championship. But look at this. Oh my good, big stump from Will King. That's one. Josh Armstrong kicking out at the count of 1. And this is another one of those matches also where I got to know who you guys are choosing to win this match. Are we going with Jimmy Shadow? Are we going with Josh Armstrong? Or are we going with Will King? One thing's for sure, referee Jim Kelly definitely has his hands full in this match here tonight. And each one of these men has a legitimate claim to the Hybrid National Championship. Shadow now entering the ring with a steel chair. Swung that at Josh Armstrong. I don't know if he connected there. But nonetheless, Jimmy's Shadow upping the stakes here by bringing a steel chair into this match. And as I was saying before, each one of these men has a legitimate claim to the Hybrid National Championship. I believe Jimmy Shadow is originally owed a rematch, but the title changed hands before he could get his rematch. And when the title changed hands, it was Will King that became champion. Sergio Romero then reversed the decision and gave the championship back to Chris Harris. But the only reason why Will King, if you let Josh Armstrong tell it, the only reason Will King was able to even win the championship, look at this. Will King trying to choke out Josh Armstrong. Jimmy Shadow knows what's at stake and breaks that one up, but then tries to steal the win for himself. Armstrong kicking out at the count of 2. And as I was saying, if you let Josh Armstrong tell it, the only reason Will King was able to win the championship was because he had Chris Harris tied up like a pretzel. And each one of these men are claiming that they indeed should be, if not champion, at the very least #1 contender for that Hybrid National Championship. But tonight, all of these questions will be answered because one of these 3 men will be going to Super Brawl this Sunday to face Chris Harris for the Hybrid National Championship. Jimmy Shadow with a drop kick, not connecting with it all, but definitely connecting with this one. Feel every piece. Jimmy Shadow rolling now, has Will King down, has Armstrong down, trying to drag Armstrong in the middle of the ring, but Will King has recovered. Will King going for that drop kick. Jimmy Shadow just happened to duck at the right time and, misses with the super kick. Josh Armstrong sidestepping him and now going to work on that arm of Jimmy Shadow. And this right here is what Will King has to look out for, because we all know what Josh Armstrong's MO is. He is going to incapacitate you. He's going to tie you up, and he is going to make you tap out with that arm hold classic. But look at Will King now, capitalizing with a springboard clothesline, catching Jimmy Shadow by surprise and completely eliminating him from this match momentarily. But Josh Armstrong right there to break up that pinfall. And Armstrong now taking his time, picking his spot, and choosing to team with Will King. I did not expect to see that, because I know that these 2 men, you can tell by the force in that clothesline that these 2 men simply do not like each other. Not only with the claim to the Hybrid National Championship, but both of these men claim that they are the #1 guy. Speaking of #1, I don't know what Jimmy Shadow was doing on the outside of the ring, but he better get inside, because there's that arm hold classic, and Shadow is right there to break that one up. And that's the one thing you cannot allow yourself to do, is to get too far away from your competitors in this match. You can't get too cocky, you can't get too confident, and you have to keep eyes in the back of your head, because at any given moment, either one of these men could grab a pinfall over the other. Will King now with that Singapore cane, but Jimmy Shadow with the reversal. And now Shadow trying to take control of this match, but Will King fighting him off. And Josh Armstrong on the outside of the ring, not moving, but here's Will King with that King's Reign DDT. Armstrong on the outside, making it back to his feet. Referee in position. That's one. That's Josh Armstrong getting in the ring just in time to break that one up, because I think we could have seen the 3 count there. But no, it's now turning on Josh Armstrong. King's Reign. With Jimmy Shadow right there to break that one up. And now I'm beginning to mount some offense here, taking Will King off of his feet with that reverse elbow to the neck area. And Shadow now going after Josh Armstrong. Armstrong with a reversal. And these 2 men tied up in the middle of the ring, and Josh Armstrong again doing Josh Armstrong things and attacking the arms, the upper shoulder areas And man, Josh Armstrong is a master at that, but we got a cover here. And Jimmy Shadow once again right there to break that one up. Shadow springboard maneuver, taking Will King off of his feet. Josh Armstrong now capitalizing and again going after Jimmy Shadow in that arm. And Will King knows that he needs to break that one up. But before he can get to it, Jimmy Shadow works his way out of that one. And Will King now capitalizing on the distraction from Jimmy Shadow, dropping him on the top of his head and now going after Josh Armstrong with a massive clothesline. Jimmy Shadow on the outside. Will King has all types of time and going after Josh Armstrong with the chair in the middle of the ring. We got to cover here, guys. That's one. That's two. Nobody around, but Josh Armstrong kicks out at the count of two. Jimmy Shadow now taking his time on the outside, letting these two. Oh, there's a Massacre attacking Jimmy Shadow from behind. Massacre raining down right hands on Jimmy Shadow, and the referee can't even get in there to create separation. Luckily, here's security to create some separation and try to regain control. We'll be right back.
Whoa, nice tooth. What do you got, the stray hand, the bottle opener, the gum job? You got some poop in your tooth from eating ass? Or are you just plain ugly? Everyone wants perfect teeth, but that shit costs money. You could just brush them, but fuck that. You need some Perfect Smile veneers. Just dunk it in water and... See? Not bad. NBA legend Scotty No Tippin' Pippen loves his new smile. A scientific breakthrough in dental technology. You just dunk them in water and... Oh my god. How did they get so bad? What do you do, eat hard garbage? Now anyone can go from Tython to Seabiscuit. And lucky for this bitch, you only need at least 2 teeth to keep it on. Fucking shit. Get some teeth in front of that tongue hole. My greatest weakness is definitely not my smile.
Yeah, I'm trying to pop them teeth out tonight.
Hug those kids again, even if they're not your grandchildren. World Star, one size fits all.
I hate the fresh feeling of brushing, but with these veneers, I never have to.
They help me play basketball.
My teeth look great, but my breath still stinks.
No one ever wants to hang out. I think they're all sick of me always fucking smiling.
Bitch, get confidence.
Not happy with your perfect smile? Just send them back and we'll ship them to someone else. Proudly sponsored by blackpeoplewithbadteethmeat.com.
Normally, I'd recommend that you go see a real dentist, but this is close enough. You know, I could whiten them, screw in some new ones, give you braces, but it ain't cheap.
Hi, I'm Jonah White, creator of the Perfect Smile Veneers.
A lot of people say that this product doesn't really work and that no one should ever buy it. But those people are just dumb. You see, what they don't understand is that appearances are everything these days, and what's most important is what's in your mouth. I'm really horny, and I'm gay. I give a good rim job. So anyways, you should totally order it today so you too can have a perfect smile.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, that masked individual known as Massacre has attacked Jimmy Shadow, and he's been escorted backstage to seek medical attention. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with Will King and Josh Armstrong here now in a one-on-one match, fighting for the #1 contendership for the Hybrid National Championship. And believe me when I tell you that these two men want nothing more than to go to Super Brawl, not only with the opportunity to leave with the Hybrid National Championship, but for the opportunity to face Chris Harris one-on-one, because both of these men have been very vocal via social media that they are the #1 guy, that they are the absolute best superstar that Blaze has to offer. And what better way to prove that than to win this match and go to Super Brawl and beat Chris Harris for the Hybrid National Championship. And you better believe that whichever of these two superstars go to Super Brawl to face Chris Harris, I am going to be rooting for them, if you understand what I mean. But nonetheless, these two superstars still have a long ways to go to incapacitate each other, as Josh Armstrong and Will King are going at it blow for blow on the outside as Josh Armstrong drops Will King. I'm not sure if his head bounced off those stairs, but it was pretty damn close. But Will King right back to his feet, and look at this. DDT on the outside. And Josh Armstrong slow to get to his feet that time. But look out, from behind, a nasty stump. Josh Armstrong. Will King, I don't think Will King knows exactly where he is right now. But here's Josh Armstrong now beginning to work on the arm of Will King. I would imagine that the mentality between these two is probably the same at this point in this match. And it is to win by any means necessary, as Will King now with Josh Armstrong on the outside again, dropping Josh Armstrong on the back of his neck. Will King now trying to insert those stairs in this match. Josh Armstrong cutting him off with a kick to the midsection. And now tossing Will King around at ringside here. And Josh Armstrong now bouncing the head of King off of those guardrails. And believe me when I tell you, look at this. Very so often you see a superstar use the guardrail as a weapon, but that is exactly what Josh Armstrong is doing here tonight. And believe me when I tell you that Josh Armstrong has every intention on winning this match by any means necessary. And as I say that, he's pulling out a ladder, beginning to raise the stakes here. Josh Armstrong doesn't only want to win this match, he wants to hurt Will King. He wants to embarrass Will King, and he will stop at nothing to do that. And Will King now grabbing a chair from under the ring, cut off by Josh Armstrong. Will King with a reversal, now taking the action back on the inside of the ring. And Will King now still wants to use those stairs. Josh Armstrong missing with that drop kick and crashing and burning as he jumped over the top rope there. I think Josh Armstrong might be a bit disoriented, but no, somehow manages to land another stomp on Will King on the outside of the ring. And this right here is about the point of the match where I started wondering what does it take to keep the other guy down. And Will King still trying to grab those stairs there. I believe that's his game plan, is to take Josh Armstrong out with those stairs. But here's Josh Armstrong now. Feel every piece. Will King now cannot be 100% after taking that shot to the face. Unprotected at that, to the face with those steel stairs. And Josh Armstrong not letting up a single bit. Armstrong on the attack now. No, Will King with the reversal and beginning to mount some offense of his own. And now just tossing Josh Armstrong around at ringside. Both of these men trying to gain control of this match. Reversal after reversal. Right hand after right hand. But look at Will King now. Big knee to the face of Josh Armstrong. Good Lord, you're talking about feeling every piece. I can guarantee you Josh Armstrong is not 100%. Not after these chair shots. Not after that knee to the face. But still Josh Armstrong somehow fighting Will King off and trying to gain momentum, trying to turn this match around in his favor. And this right here is exactly what he has to do. He has to stick with what brought him to the dance. He has to stick with his bread and butter. Josh Armstrong has to attack the upper arms, the upper body of Will King. And I got to tell you something. If you look at Will King's physique, if there's anybody that's able to fight it off, it is Will King. This guy is a physical specimen, but Josh Armstrong not having any of it, even landing headbutts to the arms, to the neck, to the shoulder, to the elbows, and Will King is looking like he's in rough shape here, guys. Josh Armstrong is another one of those guys that once he gets rolling, it's almost impossible to stop him. But look at Armstrong now. What is he thinking? Don't do this! Oh my God! And after a maneuver like that, I think it's safe to say that Josh Armstrong is going to Super Brawl, but no, Will King with another reversal, and now tossing Josh Armstrong back on the inside of the ring. And I know he's setting up for the King's reign right here. And there's no, Josh Armstrong with the reversal. Armstrong missing with the clothesline. Will King now setting up for the King's reign again. Down hard in the middle of the ring, and I think Josh Armstrong has been busted open. That's one. That's two. Josh Armstrong kicking out at the count of two. I don't know how, but somehow he manages to do exactly that. Will King now inserting a table into this match. But look at Josh Armstrong playing the mind games with Will King, and that sets him up for the arm hold classic. Referee in position. This could be it right here. Can Will King hang on, or will he tap out? One of these two men will be going to Super Brawl, and it looks like Josh Armstrong, no, Will King, working his way out of the arm hold classic, and now walks right into a clothesline. And here comes Will King, kicking in another gear. Back body drop, Josh Armstrong landing on that chair, and a spine buster, lower back of Josh Armstrong in that chair. That's got to be it. That's one. That's two. Oh, man, Will King mere seconds away from going to Super Brawl, but Josh Armstrong again digging down deep and kicking out at the count of two. And Will King now going to the outside, grabbing a steel chair, bringing it back into the ring, and oh my gosh, unprotected chair shot to the face, taking Josh Armstrong off of his feet. And I got to tell you guys, Armstrong is in trouble here. Will King, wait a minute, look, oh my gosh. And that right there is your hybrid national champion, Chris Harris, with a disgusting maneuver attacking Will King from behind. Don't you do it. No. You really want to don't do this. If you do this, I'm telling you right now, you are going to regret it. Harris, don't you do it. No! Congratulations, Chris. You just earned yourself a fatal 4-way ladder match at Super Brawl.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy. No one fucks with my hose. The Lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Yeah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a chaotic night here in Las Vegas. But now, the time for the main event has come. And we look to determine a #1 contender for Jack Harvey and the World Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring first, representing the Fallen Aces. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hired Gun. Know that Chris Conley was originally scheduled a rematch, but we have been unable to reach Chris Conley as of late. Hired Gun offered to take that spot, but you cannot overlook the accomplishments. You cannot overlook the trajectory of the Icon King, which will be his opponent tonight. And I, for one, believe what's best for business. Instead of giving that opportunity away, give these two men an opportunity to prove why they should face Jack Harvey at Super Brawl for the Blaze World Heavyweight Championship. His opponent for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, representing the Monarchy, fresh off of winning the Keys to the Kingdom tournament for the second year in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Icon King, Twan Montana. I spoke with Montana earlier today, and he said he is taking this opportunity very seriously. And I agree that he should, because this is an opportunity to face the World Heavyweight Champion without using that stipulation that came with winning the Keys to the Kingdom tournament, being that he could face the World Champion on any night that he chooses. What a bonus it would be for this young man if he's able to get past Hired Gun and go on to Super Brawl and face Jack Harvey without using that stipulation. One thing is for sure, the future is bright for the Icon King, Twan Montana. But I'll tell you something, guys. These two men are probably two of the most determined individuals that I've ever seen in my life. Hired Gun feeling like he's been cheated out of opportunity after opportunity, and now main event Super Brawl if he can get past Montana here tonight. And I got to tell you something else that's interesting to me. If he can get past Montana, go on to Super Brawl and somehow beat Jack Harvey, where does that place Hired Gun and Chris Connolly? Because Chris Connolly is still owed a rematch. But make no mistake about it, it is the boyhood dream of Hired Gun to be World Heavyweight Champion. That's one. That's two. Man, mere seconds away from going to Super Brawl. It is the boyhood dream of Hired Gun to become World Heavyweight Champion. But I'll tell you one thing, big spear from Montana. Hired Gun has one hell of a mountain to climb if he wants to win this match here tonight and go on to Super Brawl. But look at Hired Gun now, over the top rope. Didn't get all of that, but just enough to take Montana off of his feet. I think his right foot just caught Montana straight in the face there. But Montana shaking that one off. The action continuing on the outside of the ring here. Now look at Hired Gun with a big power bomb setting up, but no, on the apron and swinging him around. Oh my God. Thought Hired Gun was going to powerbomb Montana on the outside there, but taking it a step further and slamming him on the apron there. We all know that is the hardest part of the ring. Montana is in trouble here because Hired Gun is firing on all cylinders. Hired Gun now taking his time, picking his spot. Almost seems as if he's unsure what to do with Montana next. Hired Gun now looking to mount some offense, but you got to be careful and you got to stay on top of Montana, because just like that, he's able to turn the tides of this match and any other match. But look at Montana now, more offense on the outside of the ring. And I got to tell you guys, this match right here is such a back and forth, but these guys know exactly what's at stake. A win here tonight could further either of these guys' career in ways that you have never seen before. I'm going to tell you something, guys. I don't think it's a stretch to say that a win here tonight for either of these guys could very well be the biggest win of their young careers so far on Blaze. And Hired Gun now, no wasted motion, going right back to work on Montana. Hired Gun doing an amazing job controlling the pace of this match, and that is exactly what you have to do if you want to defeat Montana. If he controls the pace of the match, there's no doubt about it, he is going to win. But if you can slow him down, big maneuver from Montana, if you can slow him down just a little bit, you have an opportunity to defeat this man. If you've watched Montana, then you already know that he doesn't have any weaknesses. We got to cover here. Hired Gun kicking out at the count of 1. If you're just now watching Montana, this guy has no weaknesses. The athleticism, the agility, the speed, the strength, the tenacity, the testicular fortitude, this guy has it all. But the question remains on a night like this, does he have enough right here to get out of this maneuver right here? Hired Gun has that one locked in tight. Cinching back, but Montana using Gun's weight against him and breaking free from that maneuver. Irish whip now. Look at Montana. The athleticism, this is exactly what I was talking about. You got to be able to slow Montana down. Once the pace of the match picks up, you are in trouble. And look at Hired Gun now with Montana on the outside. Oh, tornado DDT taking Gun down. And Montana now in firm control of this match. But no, Hired Gun with a reversal. And the back and forth between these two men, it has been a wild ride tonight here in Las Vegas. But look at this, Hired Gun inserting a steel chair into this matchup. But no, Montana cuts him off. A flurry of offense here, a flurry of punches, a flurry of kicks. And just like that, Montana is back in control of this match. Montana now with that steel chair in hot pursuit of Hired Gun. And Hired Gun doing everything in his power to dodge those blows. And he does successfully, but still Montana able to gain control of this match and slamming Hired Gun down to the mat. And Montana now once again in firm control of this match and going after Gun with that steel chair. Blow after blow. And Hired Gun is laying there motionless, taking these steel chairs to the back and to the neck area, but somehow, well, Hired Gun was getting back to his feet. And now he has regained control of this match with a Superman punch. And look at this now. Gun with a big suplex neck breaker at that. And referee Jim Kelly doing a great job calling the action and keeping this match under control here. Seems we had a bit of issues with that earlier in the night, but nonetheless, it looks as if we are back on track finally. No thanks to Sergio Romero, no thanks to Chris Harris. We got to cover here, guys. Jim Kelly, that's 1, that's 2, and Hired Gun kicking out at the count of 2. And if you're just joining us, guys, you got to let us know who you're picking to win this match. Hired Gun with another Superman punch. Are we going with Hired Gun, or are we going with Twan Montana with chair shots like that? Thankfully, Montana able to sidestep that one because Hired Gun was full of ill intention with that chair, but now going after the arm of Twan Montana. Hired Gun now, no wasted motion, going right back on the attack here, hanging Montana on the top rope. And Hired Gun stalking Montana here, picking his next move. And what's Hired Gun have in store here? Bouncing the forehead of Montana off of that turnbuckle, and now grabbing a steel chair. Montana sidestepping 1, sidestepping 2, and right back on the attack. Famous serve on the chair, good God. And followed up by a knee. I gotta tell you, I don't know how Hired Gun is gonna bounce back from that one. But look at Montana now, crashing and burning. And that is the opening right there that Hired Gun needs. And now, Hired Gun is on the attack and is in firm control of this match as he tosses Montana into the steel barricade. And the fans here in Las Vegas are absolutely loving this action here. But it's so indecisive. The crowd cheering for both men, the crowd booing both men. There's no clear favorite here, but one thing is for sure, these two men will stop at nothing to go on to Super Brawl and face Jack Harvey in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what this right here is all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's why these two men are throwing all caution to the wind. That's why Hired Gun is bouncing the head of Icon King off of that steel guardrail. And that's why the fans here in Las Vegas, that's why the fans are going crazy here in Las Vegas as Hired Gun now locking up Montana once again on the outside. And he can keep this one in as long as he wants. There's no stoppage. Montana has to break free as Hired Gun has that thing cinched in tight. And again, Montana uses Gunn's body weight against him and is able to break free of that submission maneuver. But man, Hired Gunn right back on the attack. I gotta tell you guys, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from Hired Gunn here tonight, guys. No wasted motion. No time taunting the fans. Hired Gunn is all business. The only problem is Montana is standing across the ring from him, and he wants to go to Super Brawl just as bad as Hired Gunn does. Now look at this. No, Montana with the reversal. Elbows to the side of the face. Montana now, he's got Hired Gunn goozled up and slammed down hard on the outside. And Montana also, no wasted motion, and now taking Gunn back on the inside of the ring. Now, if you've been around this business as long as I have, then you know just like I do that this right here is the best opportunity for Montana to win this match. If you're going to do it, you got to do it now. That's a jackpot. We got a referee in position. That's 1. That's 2. And no! Hired Gunn somehow kicks out at the count of 2. And look at Gunn now with the super kick out of nowhere. You can pick up those teeth in the 4th row. That's 2. And that, no, how is this even possible? Montana now kicking out at the count of 2 also. Hired Gunn with the steel chair going to work on Twan Montana. We got another cover here, guys. That's 1. That's 2. And again, the Icon King, Twan Montana, kicks out at the count of 2. And here's Hired Gunn now going to the top rope. Montana beginning to stir, making it to his feet. Hired Gunn cross body block from the top rope. Montana looks like he may have dislocated his arm there. I don't know if I'm looking at that right. But here it is again. Montana making it back to his feet. Gunn not letting up. Drop kick from the middle rope. And here's Hired Gunn setting up now. I think this one is the trigger warning. That's what he calls this. It is. Oh my God. Feel every piece. Montana has been busted open. That's 1. That's 2. And that is 3. Hired Gunn is going to Super Brawl. Hired Gunn now once again 1 step closer to achieving the childhood dream, and that is becoming World Heavyweight Champion, because this Sunday at 7 p.m. in Las Vegas, Hired Gunn will be going one-on-one with this man right here, Jack Harvey.